Hello, ARMY. Welcome back to Taekook Update Channel. The atmosphere around Stanford Stadium had truly transformed into something almost impossible to describe with words. Even before the concert began, the Palo Alto area already felt like the center of the world for BTS fans. The streets were filled with purple, while the laughter and cheers of ARMY echoed through every corner of the city. Long lines of people stretched endlessly since dawn for one reason alone: to witness the return of the world's biggest group after a long wait that felt nearly impossible to forget. BTS's return to Northern California after 8 years created an enormous wave of excitement. Many fans described the moment as more than just a concert. It felt like an emotional reunion between the artists and the fandom that had faithfully waited for years. Days before the concert even started, hotels around Palo Alto and the El Camino area were reportedly fully booked by visitors from various countries. Local restaurants stayed crowded until late at night. Public transportation was packed with passengers wearing purple accessories, making it instantly clear to everyone that the Bay Area was welcoming a global phenomenon called BTS. What made the atmosphere even more extraordinary was the fact that the concert had not even started when thousands of ARMY had already filled the stadium area. Many fans arrived early in the morning carrying folding chairs, large umbrellas, transparent bags, and even food and drinks just to survive the long lines for official merchandise. To some people, this might sound excessive, but for ARMY, hunting for merchandise is an essential part of the emotional experience that unites them. Amid the sea of people, the names Kim Taehyung and Jungkook once again became the center of attention. Merchandise themed around Taehyung and Jungkook reportedly sold out the fastest only moments after sales opened. Exclusive hoodies, tour edition photo cards, official slogans, and special accessories were immediately snapped up by fans who had waited for hours under the California sun. This phenomenon once again proved how massive the influence of these two members is in the global entertainment industry today. Taehyung, with his elegant aura and calm charisma, continues to be a powerful magnet that makes it difficult for people to look away. Many said that Taehyung's visuals and charm now feel like those of a classic global superstar, something rarely found in the modern era. Meanwhile, Jungkook once again demonstrated why he is considered one of the strongest performers of his generation. His stage presence is seen as the perfect combination of wild power and emotional warmth, making fans feel personally connected to him. Many ARMY admitted they were willing to fly thousands of kilometers just to see Jungkook perform live again after BTS's long hiatus for solo projects and mandatory military service. Interestingly, the phenomenon at Stanford was not filled only with longtime fans. Young children, teenagers, young couples, and even older adults stood together in long lines while sharing stories, trading photo cards, and singing BTS songs together. The scene showed how BTS's music has successfully transcended barriers of age, culture, and language. In the middle of an entertainment industry that changes rapidly, this concert also drew attention for its use of a 360-degree stage concept. Considered one of the smartest decisions in their tour production, the massive circular stage placed in the middle of the stadium allowed every audience member to enjoy a maximum visual experience without feeling far away from the members. Many fans described the concept as one of the most magical concert experiences of 2026. As evening approached and the stadium gates opened at 4:30 p.m., the atmosphere around the venue became even more emotional. Thousands of ARMY bomb light sticks slowly lit up, forming a breathtaking purple ocean. From a distance, the endless lines of people walking from the Caltrain station toward the stadium looked like a giant festival current moving toward a single center of energy in the entertainment world. It was not only the concert itself that attracted attention, but also the economic impact BTS brought to Northern California. The arrival of hundreds of thousands of visitors automatically created an extraordinary market surge for local businesses. Hotels reached full occupancy. Restaurants were packed from morning until night. Small shops around the stadium enjoyed significant increases in sales. Even public transportation services, such as VTA and Caltrain, added special operating schedules to accommodate the continuous wave of incoming fans. Several entertainment industry observers described this phenomenon as proof that BTS is no longer just a music group, but a global economic engine capable of revitalizing an entire city within days. Their financial impact was felt across tourism, culinary businesses, transportation, and local merchandise trade. The vice mayor of Palo Alto even expressed great appreciation for the tourism boom brought by the BTS concert. Many local business owners admitted that their revenue increased dramatically compared to normal days. For local residents, BTS's arrival became a rare moment that brought not only entertainment, but also highly positive economic energy. Yet behind all this grandeur, there is one thing that makes the BTS phenomenon feel different from other artists: their emotional connection with fans. For years, BTS has been known not only for their music and achievements, but also for their ability to make millions of people feel accepted and appreciated. Taehyung, with his gentle personality, Jungkook with his warm smile, and every BTS member has a unique way of building a personal connection with ARMY. That was clearly visible at Stanford. Many fans burst into tears simply from seeing the BTS logo appear on the stadium screens. Some carried banners expressing gratitude because BTS's music had helped them through difficult times in life. Others attended with family members from different generations because BTS had become an important part of their life journeys. As night began to fall and the stadium lights fully illuminated the venue, the atmosphere transformed into something nearly impossible to explain. The cheers of thousands echoed through the California air. Purple light sticks moved like giant waves covering the stadium. Everyone knew they were witnessing something far greater than an ordinary concert. Many international netizens even began comparing the BTS phenomenon to the golden eras of Michael Jackson and the Beatles. The comparison emerged not only because of the overwhelming crowds, but because of BTS's ability to create an enormous global cultural impact. They have successfully turned concerts into social, emotional, and economic experiences all at once. Now, the major question being discussed around the world is just how far BTS will continue to go after this massive comeback. If the merchandise lines alone were capable of overwhelming parts of Palo Alto, many people can only imagine how explosive the excitement will become once the official concert truly begins. One thing is certain: Stanford that night was not merely witnessing a major concert, but also serving as undeniable proof that BTS still stands firmly at the peak of the global entertainment industry. And amid the non-stop cheers of tens of thousands of ARMY, the names Kim Taehyung and Jungkook once again shined as symbols of the extraordinary magnetism that keeps the world falling in love with BTS. The Bay Area may have hosted concerts for many legendary artists before, but that night felt different. The city transformed into a purple ocean filled with hope, love, and energy that few could rival. And when the music finally begins to play, the world will likely realize once again something that has continued to prove itself true all these years. The BTS phenomenon is still far from over. And as the final echoes of the opening cheers fade into the night sky above California, one undeniable truth remains clear. This is not merely the return of a global music group. It is the continuation of a legacy that has already reshaped modern pop culture. At Stanford Stadium, history was not simply being remembered. It was being written once again, in real time, by 7 artists and millions of hearts united under one name: BTS. And for ARMY, this night was more than unforgettable. It was proof that no matter how much time passes, the bond between BTS and their fans only grows stronger. What happened at Stanford Stadium that night will likely be remembered for years as one of the most emotional moments of BTS's 2026 comeback era. Because beyond the lights, the music, and the massive crowds, there was something far more powerful happening inside that stadium, an emotional reunion that words could barely capture. For many fans, this was not simply about finally seeing BTS perform again. It was about reconnecting with a part of their lives that had been deeply missed. Years of waiting, months of anticipation, and endless online conversations had all led to this one moment. And when the members finally appeared on stage, that emotional weight instantly transformed into pure joy. Tears began to fall. Screams became louder. And the entire stadium moved as one. It was the kind of moment that reminds the world why BTS remains different. They do not simply perform songs. They create memories that stay with people forever. And judging by what happened in California, one thing has become absolutely certain. The next chapters of BTS's comeback may become even bigger than anyone imagined. As the night continued, the energy inside Stanford Stadium only grew stronger. Every song seemed to unlock another wave of emotion. Some fans were dancing without stopping. Others stood frozen in disbelief, trying to absorb every second of a moment they had waited years to experience. And then came the realization that hit everyone at once. This was not just another concert stop on a world tour. This was a cultural event, a global moment, a living reminder of how deeply BTS has embedded itself into the hearts of millions. From the upper seats to the floor section, one message echoed everywhere. The wait was worth it. For older fans, it felt like reliving a beautiful memory. For newer fans, it felt like finally becoming part of history. And for the members themselves, this night appeared to be more than a performance. It felt personal. Their smiles lasted longer. Their words felt more emotional. Their connection with ARMY seemed stronger than ever. Under that endless sea of purple lights, one truth became impossible to deny. BTS had returned, and the world was ready to follow them into a brand new era. But perhaps the most powerful part of the night came in the quiet moments between the songs. When the music briefly stopped, the stadium did not fall silent. Instead, tens of thousands of voices continued singing together, creating a sound so emotional that even the members appeared visibly moved. For a few unforgettable minutes, Stanford Stadium no longer felt like a concert venue. It felt like home, a place where people from different countries, languages, and generations had gathered for one shared purpose: to celebrate a bond that had never broken. Many fans later described that moment as the true heart of the night. Not the stage effects, not the choreography, not even the record-breaking crowd, but the feeling of belonging, the feeling of being understood, the feeling that, somehow, BTS had once again managed to turn a stadium full of strangers into one giant family. And as the concert moved toward its final songs, a new emotion quietly began to appear: gratitude. Gratitude from the fans for finally being able to witness this moment. And gratitude from BTS for being welcomed back with a love so overwhelming that it shook all of Northern California. That was the night Stanford became more than a venue. It became part of BTS history.